Sami Hamdi is a renowned political analyst and British journalist who was in the United States on a valid visa. He was traveling between California and Florida when he was approached by ICE agents. They told him that his visa had been revoked 2 days prior. This was the first time he had ever heard of it. They picked him up, they took him to a processing facility, and then they took him to a detention center where he has now been held for over 2 weeks. The only formal explanation the government has provided for Sami's extended detention is that his visa had been revoked. He'd had no opportunity to fix that and no notice that it had even happened. We have theories. There are right-wing online voices who just days prior were crowing on Twitter about the Trump administration coming for Sami Hamdi, that he was not welcome in the United States, that he would be deported. And then they were the first ones to break that news. Not his family, not his legal team, not any media outlet. First people to say online that Sami Hamdi had been abducted by ICE were right-wing online voices. The only thing they have told the court is that his visa has been revoked. And that's what's really scary right now, that a journalist, a British nationalist of all kinds, would be in the United States, would be detained without any reasonable explanation, and that there is a stark difference between what the government is saying online and then what the government is saying to the court. On Twitter, they're saying that he's being detained because he's a terrorist. The government is slandering him online, holding him without explanation, but failing to actually make a case. In terms of the arguments being made, one of the first things Sami's legal team did is to ask the court to prevent ICE from transferring Sami outside of California. Unfortunately, a Trump trademark policy thus far has been that when it abducts people, it moves them very quickly away from family, friends, and their legal team across state lines. The court said, you're right, for Sami to maintain access to his legal team, he needs to stay in California. Our position is that Sami is being targeted for his speech. He is a journalist, a political analyst, and a public speaker. The government and these right-wing online voices don't want him to speak. They are targeting him for his First Amendment protected activity, and the court has agreed that we have raised serious First Amendment issues. We are optimistic that the court has agreed that Sami is potentially being targeted for his speech activity. He's being targeted for an illegal reason. In other words, they can't target him for his speech, which is why they won't tell the court that they're doing it, but they also don't have any other reason they can produce. Our primary complaint is against U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, commonly referred to as ICE. The government was trying to silence him, and in fact, they have given him this massive platform because even people who didn't know Sami are now watching his speeches and learning from him. He is strong, he is optimistic, and he is defiant of the government's attempts to target him.